Hello, everyone. Junko Bodie here. Very pleased today to be able to come to you and show you my trademark roulette system. I call it Junko's Double Cross. So let's get right to it. This is a system that I put together myself that I have not seen used anywhere else online. I don't believe there's that many unique roulette systems out there, but this one happens to be one that I've not seen anybody else play. So I'm happy to bring it to you here in this video. So it's a pretty simple system. It's really got three parts to it. I'm going to go through each of the three parts. The first thing I do when I'm going to start this system is I look at the board to see, what's happened and what hasn't happened. When I look at this board, what I see is there's not that many middle numbers. Well, there's four of them. Um, Maybe I would look at the outside column here as being the column that I think is probably one of the columns that's going to start heating up. So I'm going to make that my main column. And how I do that is by putting in 6 split bets here in this column. So basically I'm covering the whole column with split bets. And it looks like this. And then I also want to find out which section is not really performing. And I can see that we got a high there, then we got a couple of middles, and then we got a low, and then we got a high, and then a middle, and then a couple highs. So I'm thinking that it's the top half of the board that's more likely to come here in the next few rolls. So I'm going to do this. So basically, I'm going to be eliminating 10 numbers. I'm going to have 20, basically 26 live numbers, or 26 live numbers. We'll have 10 numbers that are going to be misses, and that'll be our starting point. So the three parts of the bet really are this one column on the outside is part one. These other four bets over here are part two, and these four bets here are part three. Okay, so we're going to start with that. We're going to start with $1 in each one. It's a $14 total bet. Our bankroll for this is about $2,000. Let's get started. Again, this is a system that I play almost every time that I'm in the casino, and of course I'm going to start with the miss. All right, well that's roulette. It happens all the time. So the only bet you increase if you miss on the first spin is your main bet because it's got the most numbers. And we're going to go just like that. So we're going to have 2 on that one and leave 1 on the rest. The other bets you're increasing every other spin. So let's get this going and see what we get here. And there's a 7. Okay, so what we did was we knocked out these 4 bets that were in this area right here. That turned out to be $17 winner. So we're minus 16 for the strategy now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to move up an extra chip on us. So I'm going to have $3. Here we go. On each of these guys. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then on this middle section that we haven't hit yet, I'm going to be moving that to $2 now because we're on the third spin of this session. Okay, so our total bet now is $24. Again, if we look at that, we're down $16 for the session. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spin. And our goal here is to win, $20 or more, and then we move on to the next game. That's, as you know, that's how I play. So we go ahead and we've hit the second section, secondary bet. So when I look at that now, we're still $4 down, and all we have left to hit now is this third column. So now basically we're in a third column betting situation, and we were just at 3. Now we're going to go to 5 on this. Again, we got a $2,000 bankroll, and we've hardly touched it so far. So really great time. And again, we're only trying to make $20. So if we hit this, we're going to do a lot better than that. And we'll reevaluate after we spend. Remember, so many of these systems are all about the money manage aspect of it. So, just be sure you're paying attention to where you are, where you want to go, and what you got out there on the board. Okay, so there's 36. That's a winner. And that's going to get us $60 on the win, which gets us $56, which is well over our $20 win goal. Again, I use this system, which again I call Junko's double cross, because we have bets going this way and we have bets going this way. So it essentially is a cross. And I use it every time I'm in the casino playing roulette. It's one of 10 systems or so that I use. I put 10 systems in my book, but I probably have, 15 or 20 strategies that I actually use in the casino. This just happened to be my favorite 10. Okay, again, my book is going to be out on September 1st. It's called How to Win at Roulette, 10 Strategies That Actually Work. My current book, Casino Gambling for Winners, is available at Amazon, and you can get that by going into the link below and clicking on the link. If you like the videos, now this is the important part. If you like the videos, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to the Junko Bodie YouTube channel, because we're putting out new stuff there all the time. The videos are there, and then you'll get alerted every time there's a new video that comes out. If you love the game of roulette like I do, and if it's something that you want to get better at, and, even if you aspire to do it, every day, these are the types of things that you're going to need to learn to get to that next level. Because remember, there's two types of people in the casino. There's professionals and there's tourists. Don't be the tourist. Okay, that's it for today, folks. Rock the day.